Hey, Chrissy, what's up? How you doing? Good evening. Are you new to the channel? How you doing tonight, Chrissy? This is Victoria, girl. My daughter somehow changed it, and I'm not new to your channel, boo. Oh, what's up, Victoria? You said my daughter somehow changed it. Oh, dang, that's crazy. Kids do stuff. I did a reading for you before. What did I do? What was your reading about? Simba. Oh, it was something. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. So how are things going for you since the last time I did a reading? But yeah, Chrissy, it's good to see you back here, Victoria, not Chrissy, Victoria. It's good to see you back here. Okay, everybody, I'm doing a real late night live. I haven't been live for a minute. Girls, there you was right. He wasn't ready. I'm good on him now. Period. What's up, Ari? How you doing? Yeah, I feel you. That's good though. We stepping into a new year, new blessings, new love. You know, you just got out the shower. Okay, you had to work today, Ari. I'm talking a little low, y'all, because my little one's asleep. So if y'all hear me talking low, that's why. I promise it's not ASMR. Make sure y'all liking the live too, please. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. But I hope everybody's having a productive, had a productive day. Y'all ready for the work week? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anybody, y'all ready for Christmas? Everybody got their gifts wrapped up? I haven't gotten any of my gifts wrapped up. I haven't even got my gifts yet, y'all. I am a late bloomer for real. I asked another reader about Sam, and she said that he went ghost because he didn't want anything serious, which made sense to me, but he didn't tell me that in a way. Oh, wow, that's messed up. Now, who was Sam? All right. No problem. And nope. Right. Is anybody like bad at wrapping gifts? I promise you, they make it look so easy online. People just be wrapping gifts so perfect. Man, I wrap gifts and it be horrible. I'd rather just put a bow on it and put it under the tree. I hate gift wrapping. But yeah, who's Sam? Ari, refresh my memory. Hey, everybody. He could have told me I've been mentioned going on a date with him, and he seemed like he was perfectly fine with it. Oh, is this the one that stood you up? This the one that stood you up for the date? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dang. I'm sorry to hear that, Ari. Yeah, that was bogus. That was real bogus. Mm-mm-mm. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. But apparently he has done this to other women too. Yeah, I mean, shoot. He probably just one of those type of people that's like a serial dater. Me, LOL, I wrapped them kids just like Kenny last year. You funny, Victoria. Can I ask one more question? Yes, go ahead. That was a question. What was the question? Has he done this to other women? Hey, Brianna, how you doing? Good evening. All right, you want to know if he's done it to other women? Is that what you're asking me? How you doing, Brianna? All right, let me get my stuff out. You said I'm good, 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 good. Nice to know. Okay, let me go ahead and get started. Ari wants to know, I think that's your question. Let me make sure. All right. Thank y'all for all the love. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the hearts. Okay. 1 second. Where my deck at? Oh, it's right by me. I'm like, where my cards at? It's right by me. You was wondering if you can get a reading? Brianna, you new to the channel? Thank y'all so much for the love. Okay, Chrissy, of course you can. All right, so Brianna, this how I do it for the new people. New subs get a free yes or no, okay? So if you ain't never asked a question on my channel, you get a free yes or no. Outside of that, everything else is donation based. All my prices are listed in the description box, and the way to pay is listed in the chat, okay? So I can give you a free yes or no. All right? All right, can you tell me why I came across so many time wasters this year? I kind of wanted to ask why guys who actually don't want anything serious, and I'll never say so. But yeah. All right. Let's see, Ari. Why has Ari came across so many time wasters this year? All right, so let's see what I got. Let's see what I got. All right, so you got the Six of Pentacles, Ari. So this is talking about like equal give and take, right? I feel like that the reason why you kind of been coming across guys that's like been time wasters this time of year is just because like it may not. Let me see. Hold on. You got the Moon and the Justice reverse here, or the Justice card. Okay. This year was for you to try to like work on trusting your intuition, or like work on like trusting your discernment. Your discernment. That's what I heard. This was a year to work on your discernment, because Spirit is like they want you to have a fair chance in love. However, they feel like that they want you to pay attention to the signs. Okay, when you see things about people, maybe you second guess it. Maybe you be like, oh no, that's not it. Maybe you do that a lot. So it's like Spirit is trying to teach you how to have discernment when it comes to these lovers. All right. Now let me look at the Three of Wands. Why is that here? Now your future energy, you definitely gonna get the love you want, Ari. You got the Star and you got the Ten of Pentacles. So your future energy is you gonna get the love you want. Now this future energy could literally be, Three of Wands is like it's close. Yo lover is coming in. You know what I mean? Like this time next year, you definitely could be in a relationship for real. However, this year was all about again learning how to have discernment, trusting your intuition. Okay. And also some of the guys you went for, they didn't even have the things that you really want long term. Like, you might have told yourself like you want a man that got a career. You want a man that got a car. You want a man that got a good job. Look at the options that you was going after. Did they match those things, or was they just cute? You know what I'm saying? You want to go again. You want to go towards things that have substance. And I feel like that's why you was getting rejected, because if you wasn't getting rejected, you may have given these losers an opportunity to waste your time. As far as like, you know what I mean? What if you started really dating these guys and then they broke your heart, or they left you with a baby? Stuff like that. So I think that Spirit was really just more so saying this is a literal statement. Rejection is protection. Okay. And I feel like I said, the guys you was going towards, they didn't really have the things you desire in a long-term partner. They just was cute. That was it. So, like I said, moving forward, you're going to get a relationship, though. I do see someone coming in for you. This person, I don't like to do star signs as much because people have various different placements in a chart. But the next lover could possibly be an Aquarius. Possibly. They don't have to be an Aquarius, but they might have Aquarius-like characteristics, okay? So you may end up getting in a relationship with an Aquarius. That's a possibility. But like I said, you got the Three of Wands, which is energy coming in towards you soon, the Star, and the Ten of Pentacles. So that answers that question. If I'm going to find love, yes, love is coming towards you, okay? It just was meant for you to learn that lesson this year. And I think everybody had they like fair share of lessons this year. I really do. This was a very hard year for a lot of people. So any lessons you learned this year, it wasn't doing nothing but molding you to receive your blessings next year. You know? So that's what I'm getting. Let me read what you put in the chat. Yeah, true. It was very frustrating. I feel like the universe challenges me too much. But I believe that I'll get the love. Of course, I just said that. Of course you will. Like I wish they could have just made things a bit easier, like just having guys be straight up with me and not having to make things difficult. Yeah. But you know, like I said, this was to help you with your discernment. And even if I really dated them, it wouldn't be the end of the world and the relationship ended unless I became a single mom. That's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying though. Like you don't even want to risk that. You don't even want to take that chance of that happening. Do you get what I'm saying? Because man, a baby is a lifetime. It's a lifetime commitment. Um, but then I would feel like it would be the end of the world. If the signs were more on my face, things would be way easier. Like it would be easier for me to move on. Right? I understand. Yes, you are after Christy. Okay. You won't get no red flags from Sam. Yeah, I mean, but like, remember when you came on the chat, you was like, is he gonna stand me up? Cause he ain't talked to me. You ain't talked since whatever day. And I'm like, yeah, like you gonna get stood up. And you was like, no, you know what I'm saying? That card don't mean yes. Okay, so that was a red flag right there. Him not reaching out the day before is a red flag. Okay, so that's what I meant by spirit saying trust your discernment, trust your intuition. Okay, so that's what I got. Man, red flags are red flags. They don't gotta be. Red flags is red flags, Ari. It don't matter what time it happens. A red flag, you could be on a date with somebody and get a red flag. That's up to you to decide if you want to continue to proceed forward. You get what I'm saying? There is no timeline for red flags. You just have to peep it. You got to peep it and be like, do this align with what I want? If it's a no, then that's a red flag. Okay? All right. Let me go ahead and move up real quick. And we're going to go to Chrissy. All right, Chrissy. So what question did you want? What question did you donate for? Or Victoria? It's Victoria. Her name is Victoria. Let's see if Victoria's still with me. Like when me and Sam were actually talking, I didn't see any red flags from him during that time until he ghosted me all of a sudden. The impression he gave me was that he was a decent man until he went ghost. Right? Understood. Okay, so it's another soulmate situation. I'm sick of this for real because at this point it just lessens. It's like it told me he was, but I want to know if he really want to be with me or if this is another lesson. Okay, so what's the name of the guy? And you want to know if he really want to be with you? He was clearly a pretty good manipulator. Yeah. Yeah, definitely was. Uh, Davin? Am I saying it right, Davin? Okay. And then Victoria, where'd you donate it? You donate to Cash App, PayPal, Venmo? I just want to make sure my stuff not messing up. Yes, I said it right? Okay. David, okay. Got you. All right. If there was even any red flags, I wish it would have been more obvious before Sam ghosted. Yeah? No, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. All right, I get it. I know it's frustrating when somebody not genuine and the intention show like that, but you know, like I said, rejection is protection. No, what's your Cash App again? It's this one. Hold on. Let me pin it because I think it's way at the top of the chat. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm pinning it right here. Do you see that? If not, let me I didn't even realize I put PayPal twice like that. Okay, hold on. There you go. It's my son's Cash App. But you can donate to it though. It's fine. All right, so let me know let me know if you want to do a yes, no, in depth, okay? Whenever you're ready. Rejection is not really what it be all worked up about, like, that's just how it happens. Yeah. No, I feel you. You have every right to be upset and frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is okay. You're human. You're gonna have feelings, but I'll just say, that's why I tell you, like, have a guide, you know what I'm saying, how you go about your dating. If a guy don't hit you up before y'all go on a date and you text him like 24 hours before, he don't hit you up, okay, you already know what that is. You already know what that's about, okay? So you got to kind of like give yourself insight moving forward when it comes to dating. But like I said, I do see something coming for you though this upcoming year. So if they rejected me in a more straightforward, simple way early on before I even get attached, then it would be easier. Right? True. In a perfect world, man, I'm telling you. Right. But I feel like people like that like integrity anyway. You know what I'm saying? They like integrity. Right. Exactly. No, I feel you. You think that's bare minimum though? Yeah. Yeah. I feel you, Ari. I definitely do. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it so much. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all share this live stream if y'all got any friends to send to tarot readings. It's late. People up. People is up right now, tossing and turning. So if y'all got any friends, family that like tarot, make sure y'all share my stuff, okay? I love having new subscribers. I love all my original ones too. Y'all the MVPs. But yeah, get my stuff out there. You can with the boys these days. Yeah, I know. It's rough. It's rough, man. I really think the digital era, no, the digital age, it really screwed up a lot of people. It's like people don't know how to communicate outside of like a DM. It's crazy. I think that's part of why, like, it's so backwards. Hey, what's up, Dave 5650? What's your name? You want me to call you Dave 5650? But thank you for the like. You're new and you love tarot. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you love tarot. Welcome to the channel. It should be bare. I agree. I wanted to go back to the good days. Yeah, before like it got like this. I vividly remember. I'm a millennial, y'all. I remember actually having to meet people in person and get phone numbers. It was no, what's your social media? You actually had to go out and meet people. It's crazy. You got scammed with online dating? What happened, Debbie? What happened? And also, by the way, new subscribers, you get a free yes or no, okay, Debbie? After that, it is donation based. My information is listed in my description box, as well as payment methods. But like I said, you get that free yes or no, all right? So if you got a question, let me know. Millennial? Oh my God, you asked what's a millennial? That's freaking crazy. All right, so millennial is anybody that was born in the early, late 80s, all the way to like the mid 90s. I think the latest millennial was like 96. I was born in 1992. They post good looking guy pics and talk, but they're only after the money. Yeah. Yes, it's dangerous out here. It's dangerous out here, man. You're in 1980. Really? Okay, so you're older than me. So you are what is it? So it's millennials and then it's a gen. Hold on, let me see. One moment. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Let me look it up. Okay, you're Generation X. You were born. It said Generation X is people born between 1965 and 1980. Yeah, you guys were after the baby boomers. Premillennial, absolutely. Yeah, you guys were after the boomers. All right. So my mom's a Gen X too. My mom is 50, 55. My mom 55. Brianna, you in 2007? Oh my God, you're a baby, man. I was starting high school in 2007. Okay, hold on. Brianna, you had a question, didn't you? Hold on. Let me see. You want to know if 2026 is going to be a year of success and love, okay? Let's ask. All right, will 2026 be Brianna's year of success and love? All right, let's see what we got, Brianna. Ooh, Brianna, you got the lovers, okay? Now, the lovers signifies yes, all right? Um, mm, this definitely could be a year where money and love could intertwine, you know? Now, this is just a theory, but you can meet your lover at a workplace. You know what I'm saying? Um, you can meet your lover doing something that you love to do. Maybe you have a creative endeavor or a creative hobby, and that person, you may connect with them that way. But love and career or love and money could intertwine for next year for you. That's an interesting take. So, we'll see. We'll see, right? But yeah, you got the lovers. That's a great card to get. I love that. That's also Gemini energy as well. So maybe you have a hot and heavy summer. Who knows? But yeah, I got a yes for you, okay? Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Make sure to like the chat. Make sure to like the chat. Make sure to share the live. Especially if y'all know anybody that likes tarot. Y'all got any friends or family that's into tarot? Share the live. Let them know I'm on right now. You started a job a week ago. Okay, congrats. But I only got 1 hour of work. Are they going to call me to work more than... Oh, really? They only gave you 1 hour? Man, these jobs are crazy right now. I remember it used to be a time where you would guarantee 40 hours a week, you know? It's like now you lucky if you get 40 hours. You're lucky if you get 35, you know? All right, let's look. So let's go up here. All right, Debbie. Debbie wants to know, will they get more than that? More than 1 hour of work this week for training? Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune does signify yes. Okay. Now, you said it was for training. So was this like an onboarding type situation where you had to go in and get all your stuff in for like HR? I mean, I am in a program where I'm looking for a job and opportunity, so I could see that happen. Yeah, I'm telling you, definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Okay, so yeah, Debbie, I got a yes. You're gonna get some more hours this week. Okay, I'm hearing you might get like between 10 to 20. Are you part time? It was on a site. Oh, it was on site. Got it. Okay. Uh, maybe 10 to 20. I don't know if you're part time or full time, but the Wheel of Fortune card has 10, so I'm like maybe 10 to 20 hours. I also have Gemini on my chart, which is the ascendant in 6. Wow. Okay. You didn't even get paid for it. What? They used to. Oh, are you serious? They used to pay for onboarding. Man, these jobs are getting so cheap. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe bring it up and just see if that's normal. 10 to 20 this week, yeah. Are you part-time? Thank y'all for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, let me see something. Chrissy. No, Victoria. Victoria, are you still with us? Okay, I'm starting school in January. January 12th? Nice. What are you going to school for? So I told him I can work more until school starts. Yeah, no, I would say this. Maybe 10-20 is a default, right? Maybe you need to like express that you need more hours to see if they can give you more hours. Um, that's what I'm getting. Okay. But congratulations on going to school. You guys part time? Mm, yeah. Yeah. Nursing. Wow. Awesome. I have a friend that just graduated from nursing program. Um, I think she was in school for like 4 years. Yeah. But yeah, she just graduated last year and man, kudos to y'all for real. Nursing is hard. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Hi, can I pay via PayPal? You sure can. What's your name? Unless you want me to call you this username, which is PPJJ11111. I don't think you want me to do that. Prop. Okay. Yes, you can pay on PayPal. I don't know why YouTube had this weird update where I see usernames. It's so strange. How much do I charge for readings? All right, Brianna. So all my readings are in the description box. How much I charge for them. If you click on, it should show right in this video. Let me see something. Hold on, because I put it in the. Yeah. Look on the description. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see what I offer and what type of readings I do. I got a lot of readings I do. That's not even half of what I do, but I try to limit it because I don't want to overwhelm the audience. So yeah, yep, that's what I hear. Hard work, yeah, it is. Long hours, you know. Um, but it's worth it. You know, if your heart's really in it and you really do care about people, the better good of humanity is worth it. You know, yeah. So, congrats on that. I'm actually going back to school myself. I am going for legal studies. I really like legal stuff. I don't know if I could do the attorney stuff. I would rather work under the attorney. You know, you never know though. You never know. Maybe. But I kind of want to be like a paralegal, you know, kind of going in, get my foot wet, seeing if I like it. Um, so yeah, I'll be starting school probably in the spring though. I'll be starting in the spring. So yeah, I'll be looking out for me. uh, but yeah, Brianna, let me know. Let me know what you decide to do. A prop. Let me know if you are still interested in donating. And then I will actually start a list. I don't have any mods in here, which is shocking. Well, Ari was in here, but she's not in here anymore. That's all right though. I'll keep a list. I'm good at multitasking. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Y'all are so kind. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much. Hey, what's up, Debbie? How are you tonight? Yeah, look at all those emojis. You coming in like with all the love, and I appreciate that. I love late night lives, y'all, because you know, sometimes we just need to rest our mind. We need answers, you know? So I'm glad I could be on here with y'all tonight. How you doing, Debbie? All right, perfect. What's your question? What's your question? All right. Debbie, this your first time on my live? I'm okay. Just up and tired, but you're not asleep. You restless. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, it is your turn. I don't think there's anyone before you. I don't believe. I feel like I've answered everybody so far. Well, welcome to the chat. All right, so for my new subbies, I do give a free yes or no for your first time. If you have any other readings that you would like to ask outside of that, there is a list of my readings, the type of readings I do, the prices, and then the way you can pay is listed in the chat. So yeah, let me know. Make sure you guys are liking this live as you're coming in and dropping your questions. All right, we want to generate more people to come in so we have like a real party. So yeah, make sure you guys are liking this live and sharing this live. Okay. All right. It is night here too, and I'm restless. Yeah. I think I'm just overstimulated from the holiday season, y'all. Like once we get past the new year, I think I'll be able to get some sleep. Like I'm just thinking in my head, like, okay, how many gifts do I have to get now? So yeah. I wish I could, but I certainly don't have any money on me now, but I definitely will get one from you sometime. Absolutely, Brianna, that's fine. You know, just subscribe. Make sure you guys are hitting the all notifications bell. I get on here when I can, but it's pretty often. I get on a couple times a week, so pretty sure you'll catch me on one of those lives as well. Prop, do you see the situation between me and Mark improving eventually? I think he hates me. Oh no. Okay, let's see. All right, so the Prop and Mark, will the situation improve between them eventually? Prop and Mark. Yeah, I think you two are going to be able to work this out. You got the Three of Pentacles, which is the collaboration card. It's the card of like, you do your part, I'll do my part, you know? Um, so yes, I do see you guys being able to work this out and kind of move forward. You know, this is kind of like that Capricorn energy too. So maybe you guys reconcile this Capricorn season. Um, I don't know if you're a Capricorn yourself, but yeah. So I got a yes with the Three of Pentacles upright. Okay, you play with your feelings. Ooh, yeah. Well, I do see you guys being able to come to a resolution. All right. Okay. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it, Prop. Okay. So Debbie, do my children think about me? Let's see. All right. So does Debbie's children think about her? Does Debbie's children think about her? You know, the Eight of Cups here. I think they do. And I think that there is some tension there, possibly, maybe some disappointments, regrets. And I think that your children, I don't know how old they are, but I think they're getting to a point where it's like as frustrated as they could be about the situation or as distant as they have become, um, they're kind of yearning to heal this. They're yearning to heal this situation. So I will say yes, okay, with the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is like, I'm trying to turn my back on it, but it's still tugging at my heart. I feel like I need to address it. So yes. Okay. Um, you're an Aries, but you do like Capricorns, really? I always find that Aries and Capricorns do tend to be around each other. Now, here is the thing. They say Aries and Caps are good as friends, but lovers, oh no. It's power struggle. I hope something better comes out of this. I have been feeling this sinking feeling. Aw. Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. Adults, thank you, blessings. I do have babies I miss. Yeah, yeah. Grandbabies. Oh man. Yeah, that's tough when you got grandbabies and not able to see them. Yeah, but I think you guys are going to come around to healing this. Not as lovers, but as friends. Yes, friends. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, so you guys, if it goes mute, I got a little one, okay? So I'm going to attend to her real quick, but you guys keep talking in the chat, all right? I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. Hi, are you currently doing yes or no questions? I am. I am doing yes or no questions. I'm for new subs, of course. If you're new and you've never asked before, yes. I'm also taking donations right now. Okay. I met two, but I found out two more grandbabies were added. Oh wow, wow. Well, you know what, Debbie? I'm sending the most positive energy to you and your family. I do believe you guys are going to come back around to each other, and there's going to be, some intense conversations that need to happen. There's some healing that needs to take place. However, it's not the end. It's not the end of the road for you all. I do feel like you're going to get resolution when it comes to your family situation. Okay? How was 2025 for you guys? Whoa. Is that a way to answer that? Whoa. 2025 was freaking insane. I mean, it was not it wasn't anything I could have predicted. Absolutely nuts. Yes, I am new. I hope you had a good day. Yes, thank you. And welcome to the channel. Is it Maya? Is it Maya Rose or is it Maya Rose? Thank you. I pray to God. Yes, I'm a mama. I know I got this. You sure do. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, so Brianna, yeah, 2025, I had a baby. I was not expecting to get pregnant again. So you guys, I have 5 kids. So I try to find the balance in life. I'm still trying to catch my footing, but definitely was not expecting to have another kid. I thought I was done. Universe said absolutely not. She's beautiful. I'm grateful she's here, but it was a lot to deal with because there were so many things I felt I wanted to do. There were so many doorways that I felt I was ready to walk through, and then that happened. So I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have 9 months, of pregnancy, taking care of my body, the baby. So yeah, that was interesting for me for sure. Thank you. All right. You definitely went through a lot in 2025 and you're just trying to move forward. Absolutely. I think we all are collectively. It was an insane year, but numerology wise, this was a 9 year. 9 years are always about ending cycles, completion, and then we start over. We start over. So I think that's why this year was so tough on us because a lot of us were ending very long cycles, very long cycles. So thank you. Hey, Alphonse, how are you? Happy Sunday from San Diego. Diego home. Let me go on your website and look at the prices. You would like to ask a question? Absolutely, and welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, prices are in the description box, okay? Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Your real name is Maya? Mia. It's Mia. Okay, Mia. All right, Mia, go ahead and drop your question, all right? Let's see. Make sure I caught up with everybody. Looks good. All right, perfect. Yeah, we got a real party in here, y'all. I love it. I love it when you guys come out and show me some love. Unfortunately, I had a very bad experience with my Sagittarius guy, so definitely won't be coming back. Ooh. And you said you're an Aries? Ooh, fire, fire. Yeah. Well, like I said, this year was a year of completion. So, you learned whatever lessons you needed to learn. That's a part of the cycle. And then I look forward to 2026, you all. I think it's going to be a year of a lot of people having those rebirths. I'm a Capricorn sun, and Capricorns, whoa. I think a lot of Capricorns went through some heavy karmic stuff, and we are now, well, happy winter solstice. That's first thing. We're in Capricorn season now, but I think a lot of Capricorns are getting rejuvenated because 2025 drained us. It was a hard year. Hi, what's up, Sienna? Will I be able to fall in love with Tony? Oh, you want to know if you're going to be able to fall in love with? Why do you want to know if you'll be able to? Is there something going on? Were you kind of nervous about it? Mia, how does Devin feel about me? It's been hard. We kind of stopped talking because of us arguing a lot. He's your ex, and you're currently dating someone, but he keeps stalking me. Oh, he's stalking. All right, so let's do this. We can put it in a format of yes and no for you, okay? Now, if you want more details, you want more in-depth, then we can kind of talk about donation, right? But I'm going to put it in a format for you so that it's black and white, okay? So, Mia, maybe see if, Devin wants you back. Is that maybe what you want to know? If he wants to reconcile, if he's obsessed. How do you want me to ask this? It's been a hard 2025. I got cheated on. Oh, man. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. And you lost your best friend. Now, when you say lost your best friend, was it, in a way of you guys just stopped talking to each other, or was it like a physical death? She overdosed. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Yeah, my condolences to you. I'm sorry that happened. And, it's hard. It's hard to see people that you love, give up. It really is hard, but just continue to send her some healing energy. Help her to, understand that, even though she left this earth sooner than her time, that you love her, and you forgive her. Because I think like sometimes when souls do that, they can become restless. They can have a hard time crossing over. So just send her love and light, okay? Light a candle for her, a white candle. She was pregnant. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, send her love and light. Light her a white candle, you know, help her to rest, okay? Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, yeah. Mm. Like I said, 2025 was a year that I don't think a lot of people will forget. This was a very, very intense year, for sure. All right. Um, Mia, do you want to know if your ex is like obsessed with you? Do you want to know if he wants you back? I want to do it in a yes or no for you. So just let me know how you want me to ask. It's hard now because I don't really have anyone to go to. She was only there for me, and we were the best friends. We were 5 years. 5 years. Wow. Yeah. That's deep. That's deep because, I'm sure she was like family to you. So, again, my condolences and give yourself time to grieve. Grieving has no time limit. So definitely give yourself time to grieve. Don't try to think you have to be strong and hold it together. And even if you need to do therapy, you know, um, therapy for loss, grieving, do it. All right. So Mia wants to know if her ex wants her back. Does Mia's ex want her back? Does Mia's ex want her back? Mia's ex, does he want her back? All right. So we got the Empress reversed here. Now, here's the thing about it. Yes, this person probably does want you back. However, I don't see you guys being able to have a proper, like, new beginning. Okay, this person probably hasn't done much healing or they haven't done much shadow work. So the Empress reverse can signify like kind of like a bad, like wasted energy, wasted opportunity. Okay, so that's just kind of what I'm seeing. I think that your ex needs to do some shadow work where they need to get some therapy, because I don't see much changing about their personality. I don't see much changing. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have lots of anxiety. Vienna, I'm reading you. Yeah, I have lots of anxiety and insecurities about myself and not sure if I can let myself fall for him. Also, we used to be best friends. I found out he had a big crush on me, so it gave me mixed feelings. Yeah. That's definitely tough. So you want to know if you'll be able to fall in love with Tony. All right, I got you. Alphonse, I see you have retracted your message. Um, Maya was like my older sister. She know my family and know her family. Thank you so much. I really need that. Yeah, yes, because he was talking to other people. He was a ho ho. Ooh. Can you ask what his actions towards me will be? That'll help to find out. Yeah, so if you want a more in-depth reading about this situation, it will be considered donation-based, okay? But I do in-depth readings about situations like this. So my information is listed in my description box as far as the type of readings I do. And then also the payment method is also in the chat, okay? So if you want to know more information, Mia, let me know when you donate and I got you, okay? I donated, but I saw you were reading somebody else, so that's why I retracted. Oh, gotcha. He thought Santa was coming early. Oh, okay. I got you when I get paid soon. Absolutely, yeah. Yep. Just make sure you hit all notifications so you'll know when I'm live. All right, and I got you. Hey, does Elijah want to reconcile with thinking about it? All right. Hey, what's up, princess? You are new to the chat, I'm assuming. All right, you guys. So if you are new to the chat, just let me know you're new. And then hang tight, okay? Because there is people ahead of others. So I will get to you momentarily. But I'm going to go ahead and go to Vienna's question. You want to know if you'll be able to fall in love with Tony, okay? So let's see. Will Vienna be able to fall in love with Tony? Ooh, we got the King of Wands here. All right, this is a thing. You know, Tony, he's kind of coming in with this King of Wands energy, okay? So this guy is all about charm. He's all about magnetism, okay? It's just something about him that's alluring. So yes, I see you being able to fall in love with him because he's charming. He's what's the word? Charismatic. He got a big ego, okay? So he definitely is a type that can make you kind of like look his way. So I'm gonna say yes to that King of Wands, okay? Oh, I didn't text you, girl. You know, I was on autopilot when I got on here. Yeah, sorry about that, Shavish. I was really on autopilot for real. I don't normally get on live like this, you know. This is a late one for me, but I was like, let me just try it, you know. But hey, girl. Yeah, so right now, Shavish, we are currently on Alphonse. Alphonse donated. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of his question. And then Princess says that they are new. So I'm doing the yes and no for new subs. Okay. Shavish is the moderator for this evening. You all, can y'all say hi? Give her a nice welcome. She will be keeping track of the list, okay, guys? Because sometimes I get a little lost. So if you don't see your name on the list and you know you have either donated or you are new, let her know, okay? She'll fix it. All right. So please don't spam the chat when you come in, you guys. Shavish has the list. She will make sure to put you on it. All right. And just be honest if you're new. Make sure you're being honest. You're not saying that you're new and you know you've asked questions in the past. Be honest. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and keep moving forward. Everybody saying hey to Shavish. All right. So Alphonse says, my question is, will my ex Brandy come back to me and be my wife? She broke up with me in early October via text and everything was going great. This came out of the blue. Thank you. Right, yeah. I remember we talked about her coming back, right? But you want to know if she's gonna say yes to the ring. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. All righty. So this is gonna be for Alphonse. And Alphonse wants to know if his ex Brandy is going to come back and if she is going to come back and be his wife. All right, let's see. Will Alphonse's ex Brandy come back towards him? And is she going to come back and be his wife? All right. Let's see. All right, Alphonse. So I do see you guys coming back into communication, okay? We have the Five of Swords reverse, which is kind of an energy of, hey, let's try to get past this energy of no communication. You have the Death and Rebirth card, which is talking about something that ended, it begins again. However, we have the Empress reverse. Now, you asked about marriage. There could be some things that need to be worked on before marriage could even be talked about. Okay, a lot of things underneath the surface that need to be addressed. Maybe you weren't aware of those things, but now it's come to surface that there's something deeper there that needs to be healed. So she may not necessarily be ready for marriage with you. However, I do see you guys talking, coming back into communication. Give me more with the Empress reversed. Oh, Fairy Goddess Tarot, thank you so much. You are so sweet. Thank you for that compliment. How are you tonight? Thank you, Shavish. All right, let's see what we got here. Ace of Coins. Ace of Coins. Okay, so here's what I see. I see you guys healing the relationship, okay? And with the Empress reverse, I see, like I said, her needing to work on some wounds, her needing to work on some things, maybe even taking up some therapy. But I do see growth. I see growth from her doing that. And, honestly, down the line, she could accept your offer to be her, husband. But she is going to come into this connection, and I see her wanting to get help. I see her wanting to get the therapy or addressing those wounds, okay? Because I think she's realizing it's a little bit more than a relationship that she sabotaged. I think she sabotaged a couple things at the same time. And so she's going to have a reckoning with that, and she's going to want to heal, okay? So I'm going to say yes to her returning. And down the line, I do see an offer for her accepting an offer from you. Okay? So that's what I got. You're welcome. I love supporting other tarot readers. I'm doing good. How are you? Yes, absolutely. Yes, it's important that we support each other. And I'm doing well. I'm doing a late live tonight, and I'm loving it. I'm trying to find my sweet spot with my lives. So I'm happy that everybody's here, and I hope everybody's doing okay. We talked about marriage, and she wanted a prenup, which is perfectly fine with me, as both her and I have separate finances. Understood. So yeah, but I see her returning. She was my everything, and she knew that she was my everything. Yeah, I see her returning back to you, though. I do. Okay. You want to ask a mod question? Okay, Chevish. Thank you so much. Blessings to you and your family. May the Christmas spirit bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then also, Alphonse, did you send on Venmo again? I didn't see a notification. I just want to see if my Venmo is not acting like it should. You was going to go live, but you have bad. Well, why do you have bad social anxiety, ma'am? That's something that we got to work through, okay? Trust your gift. It was PayPal. Oh, thank you. Yeah, sometimes I don't get notifications right away, but that's all right. Merry Christmas to you, Alphonse. Trust your gift, Fairy Goddess Tarot. Trust yourself. Trust your spirit guides. Okay? Hey, y'all, give me 1 second. All right, everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's catch up to the chat. So I kind of told Piano about JM. It just came up a conversation, and JM did come back around trying to be casual, girl. Yeah, I seen that coming, girl. He tried to be like he got a new job and then maybe starting in January, and he felt like maybe we could try and talk again. Whoa, I feel like I saw that, man. That's freaking crazy. I saw something about him starting a new job. Family and friends, let me know if there's any issues, and I will make sure that I make it right. Absolutely, Alphonse. You got a good heart. I will definitely say that. All right. I do tarot for my friends who do tarot on YouTube, and they always say I'm accurate, and I'm the type of person who doesn't sugarcoat anything. Yeah, and you gotta trust your gift. You gotta, because this is the thing. Um, sometimes spirit, like, they'll make you keep hitting your head on something until you're like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay. So I think like you want to do it, right? And I think you're gonna be like, I keep having this feeling that I need to get online. I need to get on here. And I think that just take some advice from me. Try it. If you're like camera shy, you don't gotta have your face on camera. You can have it set up to where people can only see your hands and the cards. But just try it. Just get over that fear of like people saying, "Oh, you're wrong. I don't trust your readings." Like, get over that fear because you gotta trust your gift. Okay. I'm shy to people who don't know me. I talk a lot when I'm comfortable with people that know me. Yeah, and then you gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yes, definitely. Please do. Everybody, I have a Facebook as well now. I'm gonna link it in my YouTube. I have a Facebook now, but I'm only doing collectives on there, y'all, and spiritually guided messages. I kind of want to do more of my lives here and stuff. So follow me on Facebook. I'll link it in the chat if you guys are interested in following me on Facebook. But I'll be doing readings on there too. If I'm not on here and you want a reading, you can message me on Facebook, and yeah, we could do it that way too. So yeah, but I went off on him. You went off on him, okay? Because I made a joke basically telling him that all he's good for is giving up the. Ooh, he thought I was 100% serious. So he came back around trying to take up the offer and just have casual stuff till he got himself together. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Yeah, no, nobody. All right, so Shevish, you can go ahead and post your mock question, okay? Fairy Goddess Tarot. Is this your first time on my channel? If so, if you have a yes or no question, I can go ahead and answer for you, okay? Ooh, my ears are ringing. You've been doing tarot for 6 years. Yeah, see, you gotta trust. You gotta trust it. I'm telling you. You're probably feeling that tug, like spirit is on you, like, hey, synchronicity, synchronicity, synchronicity. You know how they do. When they want you to like fulfill something, they're gonna keep on sending you stuff, synchronicities, dreams, all types of crazy stuff. You sent Bianna the messages. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I wanted him to see how delusional JM would be. I was also trolling JM and cussing him out. So Bianna seen all that and was like, he deserved it. Well, yeah, he did. He did. Oh, let me link my Facebook. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Let me link it. Okay. Let me go ahead and share here. Don't mind me, you guys. I'm just linking my Facebook to my chat. Like I said, you guys make sure to follow me on Facebook. Share my profile. All right. Yes, it is. I love your energy and the vibe. Thanks. The vibes are super important. I promise they are super important. So I'm glad that you are vibing on my channel. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and post here the link to my Facebook, y'all. Okay, there you go. All right. So I want to know, what does Viano truly think and feel about my situation with what happened with JM, and just what he thinks about JM and what he did. All right, so what does Viano truly think about the situation that happened with Shevish and JM? And what does he think about JM? Thank you. All right. So, well, we got the Page Swords reversed. We got the Five of Pentacles reversed here. All right, so what he's thinking about JM, Page of Swords reversed is like, it's somebody that kind of just says whatever, He's like, this dude is full of it, man. He is full of it. Guys can kind of read through other guys. He like, the only reason why he trying to talk to Shevish right now is because she ain't giving him no play. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know this dude is just full of BS. Okay. And like I said, he feels like at the end of the day, I think you did what needed to be done. You did what needed to be done. You put him in his place. We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed here, and we have the Eight of Swords reversed. And I feel like when it comes to what he thought about you, he likes it. He likes that you were willing to show him, like, you ain't putting no pressure on that situation when it comes to JM. It kind of makes him feel like, all right, she might be the real deal. She might be the real deal type of woman, like, she's showing me she's transparent. She's not hiding anything, So I think it's changing his perception, and it's giving him like more confidence that like you're a solid individual. But overall, like I said, he ain't really he like, yeah, this dude full of it. That's all I keep feeling, like dude just talking just to talk, just to get attention, you know. Um, but yeah, like I said, how he feels is he feels like you're genuine, you're solid, you know. He does. Anything else? Yeah, got the Three of Wands here, and we have here the Emperor. Yeah, so he like, also guys are weird. They're weird. If they see like how sought after a woman is, it kind of makes them want you more. I know, don't that sound backwards? But it's like he wants you more now. That Emperor energy comes out. So it's like, yeah, I need her to be mine, Um, but overall, that's just kind of what I'm saying. He thinks that VM's corny. He thinks he's corny. I always stay cuss about man. They be on the bullshit too much. What's your zodiac sign, fairy goddess? All right, and then fairy goddess, yes. Drop your yes or no question, okay? I got you. I got you. Y'all make sure to show fairy goddess tarot some love. We need her to get live. We need more real readers. No shade, but it's a lot of readers that do this for a hobby. But there's some that are divinely chosen for this. So make sure y'all show real readers some love, okay? Let's see. Taurus, a fellow earth sign. That's what's up. I'm a Capricorn. Welcome. I don't get many Tauruses in the chat. I love it. I love it. My also guess what Jim said. What did he say? I don't got time for it. Go play with someone else's time and energy. I don't even play with someone's time. I only do my money. Yeah, see, Tauruses don't play for real. Like my man, a Taurus, he'll curse somebody out in a heartbeat. He almost too savage sometimes. This boy said, "You must got another dude." Well, yeah, duh. Well, he thought you weren't gonna be able to find nobody else. So I bet Vienna saw that and was laughing. He was. Thank you for the hearts, princess. Mia was, what's the belly next action towards me? He's been distant towards me because the last time I opened up to him, I told him I was cheating on, and he told me I triggered him real bad. MIA. Okay, hold on. Is it Mia? Is that your name? That's your name, Mia? You want to know what a belly in action towards me is? Okay, so let me do this so we can put it in a yes or no format. Okay. And then if you want more information, then we can do like a general read for you or something. But those are donation based. So, for yes or no, you want to ask like if he gonna try to like reach out to you, if he gonna call you, if he gonna text you. You know what I'm saying? That way we can get kind of like a straightforward answer. And I've been giving him space and distance because I want him to come to me in divine timing. Yep, but I know why he got triggered with something in the past. Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. Thank you, Shavish. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for all the love too. Thank y'all so much. Man, I already been on here for an hour, y'all. That's crazy. Like time is freaking flying right now. Does Elijah want to reconcile? I've been thinking about it. All right. Princess wants to know, does Elijah want to reconcile? Does Elijah want to reconcile with Princess? All right, so you got the Ace of Swords reverse here. Now, Ace of Swords reverse, it can signify a no. It can signify a no. Hold on one second. Let me make sure this background noise is not too loud. Now, the reason why it could be a no is because lack of understanding. You have the Two of Wands reverse come out as well, and that's two people that can't see eye to eye, or they just have indifferences. Okay, so this could be more so because of that lack of understanding. Two people that feel like they're on two different paths. Okay, so I kind of see it. I see a no when it comes to you and this person, Elijah. Okay. Hold up. I'm trying to think of how to put it in the right words. Okay, got you. Got you. So that's like what I'm seeing with y'all too, okay? Princess. Thank you so much for keeping a list, Shevish. How's work going tonight, girl? Happy Capricorn season. If it's anybody that's a Capricorn in here, what's up? Oh, okay, thank you. You're welcome. All right, I want to know is when he comes in, is he going to be straight to action, like opening up and telling me why he's been distant, or does that make sense? I can't. Yeah, no, that's perfect. So you want to know when he comes in, is he going to be straight to action, like opening up and telling you why he's been distant? Okay, so is he going to be straightforward and tell her why he's been distant? Oh, that part flew out real fast. Now, you have the devil here, okay? The devil can signify yes, but there's a catch to it. Let me just clarify this real quick. Why is the devil here? He's gonna come back in Capricorn season. Well, here's the thing. So he's gonna tell you a little bit, but he's not gonna tell you everything. I'm seeing him still withhold information from you. You got the Seven of Swords, which is someone that's very calculated. They're very calculated in their delivery. He's a Capricorn. Oh, well, that's why the devil's here. Now, he may not tell you everything, okay? But I do see some information being revealed. But you got that Seven of Swords. That's why I said, yeah, it's giving like I'm only gonna give you bits and pieces of why I stayed away, while I got detached, you know. But there's more to the story than what he's gonna tell you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. So I got a yes and no, like a yes no. Okay. My throat feels scratchy. It started feeling like this randomly. It could be allergies. It could be allergies. But yeah, Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn, and yeah, Capricorns can be like that. We can be like an onion. You know, onion is like got many layers, and sometimes it's hard for us to be vulnerable and transparent. Maybe he's struggling with that. And so he ambush it then when he's gonna tell. Yeah, I mean, yeah, not really telling you everything. You know, keeping some things to himself. Okay, you hoping I hope you're not getting sick either. Yeah, so it's like, Captain Taurus is they're great when they're great, but when they're bad, ooh, you better run. You better run, But I will say Taurus is like simplicity. They don't like to have to jump through hoops to get an answer from people. And I feel like sometimes Capricorns can kind of make it a challenge, just because Capricorns have such a hard exterior. So I see why he would kind of irritate you with that. Um, Especially not being able to fully understand the depth of what he's going through or why he's staying away. He's not the type of person to open up to someone if he doesn't trust them fully, and he won't tell anyone. And he's the type of person to bring out other people's inner child and make it, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I see that. I do see that. So, yeah. Um, but you guys will talk. You will talk. Um, Maybe even this season. Capricorn season started today. When's his birthday? Do you know? Maybe you guys will talk before his birthday, on his birthday. Yeah, because I've been patient and understanding, and I'm getting impatient with it. But I know he does love me, and it's just going to take some time when he does open up. Yeah. Oh, it's this week. Got it. Okay. Shever says, "What's up, Ari?" But yeah, Ari, I hope you feel better, girl. Drink some tea and some honey if you have some. Cough drops, maybe. But yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Capricorn men are different. They're different. But isn't that all the men of the opposite sign of the zodiac? Like, I promise. I've heard some horror stories about Capricorn men, and I'm like, yikes. What's up, Aush? How are you? Hey, you getting your day started? Hey, yo, Chefacito. You think Chev is Hispanic? I've been wanting to ask that. Ouch. I'd be like, do you really think it's Chev is just Spanish? Chevish, didn't I think you was Hispanic too? I thought you were Hispanic. You like, girl, what? Chevish is Chevish says she's black. Only see. I did. I promise you, I thought you were. I'm like, oh yeah, she. That's so crazy. I could have swore. I was like, yeah, that girl Hispanic. You like, what did I ever say to make you think I was Hispanic? First of all, I don't know, Chevish. It was just an assumption. She said, "Yo, Capricorns." Nah, you could say that for the men. Capricorn women are amazing, but the men, yuck. So when I opened up to him, he was being patient and understanding and reassuring me. And then when my mom boyfriend hurt me physically, he thought so all the protective. Ooh, for real. Yeah, the CC. I will say Capricorns is about that life. They is about that life, about the one that the people they love. They are. He's talking about some mamacito and papacito. She said kinda. Black and Cherokee baby, but no Spanish. She said no Spanish. I used to think she was Hispanic as well. I'm see, look, so I wasn't tripping. It must be something. I don't know, y'all. Why do we think that? Why did we think that? I think it was your picture, Shavish. I thought she was like a Latina baby. Well, I am mixed. I'm Hispanic, but I look light skin. Look, girl, fairy goddess. We love it, okay? We love all the cultures. We love all the ethnicities, okay? We love it. But I don't know why we were thinking Cherish was Latino. Freaking crazy. She got a white ancestor somewhere, or a white great great grandma or grandpa. She is a light bright. She says she has no idea what we be saying. I know. It's almost Christmas. I know. Like, I'm over here stressed, y'all. Cause I got gifts, but they're not gonna be here on Christmas Day. Yeah, and it's the Capricorn in me. I'm like, that price needs to go down a little bit more. So I had Amazon. I had like a gift card for Amazon, but the prices were getting really outrageous. Like they were doing too much, and I'm like, that price got to come down. And I was like, I know it's gonna come down right after Christmas, but then I'm like, damn, am I making a mistake by not buying the gifts right now? So now my gifts are gonna be late, but whatever. Which is crazy because he's in Philly and I'm in Florida. So he was gonna pull up and pew pew because my mom boyfriend was abusing me aggressively and he was drunk. Well, no, I get why he would want to pull up because who do this man think he is? I hope you press charges. I hope you press charges on that man. Oh wow, Farrah, you probably have black somewhere in you. I'm not that light. Shavish, don't do the emojis, okay? You are a light bright, Shavish. I saw you on Instagram. I'm like, ooh, that girl light bright. But see, I'm brown. I'm like a mocha. So, you light to me anyway. You had a great grandma that was mixed with white. Girl, it's okay to be vanilla skin. Ooh, I ain't never heard. That sound kind of cute, low key. That might be a little bit of a vibe. Vanilla skin. I love that. Teach me your ways, Ari. Like you are vanilla on the skin tone scale for black people. She said, I'm going to a family reunion. I was like, who is this white lady? She like, who is this person? You think it might be Toffee? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I could be mocha, but it's hard to tell, because brown folk, they be having all types of like hyperpigmentation. So it's hard to tell what your real color is anyway, right? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, y'all, Christmas is almost here. I'm ready for the new year. I'm ready to step into the new year. New year, I got so many exciting things I'm doing. I went to the gym the other day, y'all. I am sore. I am so sore. But, I'm working on my weight loss journey and it got to start somewhere. So, yeah, I went to the gym. It was great. It was great. I think I did that, what was that, Saturday morning? And I was so proud of myself. That's one of my skin colors, right? I want to, but I can't because my mom loves him. But he hasn't been around me. He's been gone. The next time he does, my sister boyfriend is gonna shoot him. Oh my gosh. But I'm sorry that like you had to experience that, and that's tough. It's tough to have that person be a constant in your life because of a parent's choice. Like, yeah. Does he abuse your mom? I'm just super curious because if he was like hitting on you and stuff, then yeah. Yeah, Queen be lifting 200 pounds soon. Oh my gosh. Shoot. 200 pounds is crazy. Maybe like a deep almond. I just never knew I had white in my closet. Closest family. I said my closet. Oh my goodness. In my closest family. She's still alive. LOL. Yeah. I, well, I definitely don't got an ancestor that's like white, that's like remotely close. But I know like 3, 4 generations back, I have a white grandfather. But that was more so during like the slave times. And y'all know how that went. So I don't really talk about it too much. um, Nobody can tell me I'm dark skinned or even light skinned. Yeah, you're brown. In the past, when I was younger, my dad used to abuse me because he was a narcissist. And when he did that, I saw my dad in his eyes. They gave me a panic attack. Oh my God. Yeah, they say narcissists, their eyes like change. Their eyes change when they get crazy. They say they go like straight black. So sorry that you had that childhood growing up like that. That's a lot of trauma. Are you possibly seeking therapy? Because that's a lot of trauma. Your mama start chocolate. Okay. Hella yes. All the time when she came downstairs to try to stop it, he came to her and hit her. Oh my goodness. And then went upstairs and put shit she did in the past in her face. Oh my gosh. See, yeah. That's girl, you've been through it. We Indians are both black, white, and brown. All colors. Hello, I am skin, but also thick, light skinned girl. I know that's right. And I'm sure you're very gorgeous. I find Taurus women are some of the most beautiful people. Like, it's like a earthly beautiful, like I don't know. Um, yeah, like y'all can have on the most like simplistic like outfit. Y'all can even have your hair just pulled into a bun, but y'all just be so beautiful. Tauruses are gorgeous. Brown is Cocoa Boy and black is Kahlua. Kahlua. Mm. So brown is Cocoa Boy and black is Kahlua. Okay. White is Milky Bow. Okay. India is a country where you are sarcastically bullied for all skin colors. That's freaking crazy. I did heal from it. I don't talk to him anymore. The only one who has is my brother. Me and my older sister stopped talking to him. I have a baby face right now, and I have lashes with my natural hair. Oh, I know you look so pretty. Yeah, Taurus women are gorgeous. That's because y'all got that Venus. Y'all got that Venus placement. Cause like even my 3-year-old, she's a Libra, but she has a Taurus rising, and she's so pretty. She's just pretty, naturally pretty. And I ain't even just saying that because it's my kid, because you know, but she's gorgeous. Um, so yeah, and then my baby that I had, she's a Libra. She's got a Scorpio rising, and like, man, when I tell you like Scorpio risings have the most intense stare, that is not a lie. When people be saying that about Scorpio risings, how their stare is just like they could pierce through you. She has a look like that too. She's just a baby. But she's a Libra. She's a Scorpio rising. 3-year-old's a Libra. She has a Taurus rising. And then my eldest daughter, she's also a Libra. But it's kind of weird, right? Because she can kind of cosplay a Scorpio because she was born on the day that is Scorpio season. However, when her time of birth was the sun was still in Libra. So she's kind of a Libra Scorp. She's a cusper. I think that's why cuspers are real. Because if someone was born when the sun was still in that previous sign, they're technically that sign, you know? And she was one of those kids that kind of got caught in that Libra Scorpio transition. So she's a Libra sun, really. But she does still have a Scorpio rising, so she can kind of do both. Let me see what you're saying. Hello, my rising sign is Sag. Was your Mercury's in Gemini? And my Venus is in Aries with a little bit of Virgo. Ooh. Well, hello, fellow Sag rising. I have a Sagittarius rising. Mercury and Gemini. Ooh, girl, you could read somebody to filth. Don't nobody better get in an argument with you, okay? Mercury and Gemini. Mercury loves to be in its home. Gemini is in its home. And so yeah, girl, you can probably read somebody for filth, or like you can talk someone in circles. That is a very social. That's what's so crazy about you saying like you be nervous to talk, because Mercury Geminis, y'all be talking. My daughter has a Mercury in Gemini, and she be talking. Like she need, and then you guys are so smart. Y'all need to know all the facts. Okay, y'all are the bookworms. Venus in Aries, you fiery. You so fiery. You're a fiery Taurus with a little bit of Virgo. Where's the Virgo at? Is it in your moon? Speaking of therapy, Viano goes to therapy, and you don't know how grateful I was hearing that after Jan refused to go with his toxic masculine ass. Girl. Yes, I can. Reading someone, even if I don't really know them, I can see bullshit without you knowing. Yep. Yes, but I love Sag placements, when especially Sag risings. Oh my goodness. I feel like that we are some of the most optimistic people. We really are. That's that Jupiter placement, you know? We are super optimistic people. You and Mercury and Gemini, girl, see, look. Because y'all be wanting to know all the facts, okay? And then some. Yeah, it is. I'm a Sour Patch Taurus. That the type of personality I am. Crash out real bad when I'm mad. Yeah, you a fiery Taurus. But I only talk with those I'm comfortable with, and I can read people real easy. That's that Mercury placement. Y'all notice every subtle change in a person's tone of voice. Like you'll know when a lie is being told. You'll just know. Y'all might be like real good detectives. Y'all should be detectives. That ability kept me away from horrible friends or weirdos. My Mercury's in Capricorn. Yeah, it's in Capricorn. So I don't really like frivolous conversations. I like them to get straight to the point. And I worked on it, because obviously with what I have to do, I have to connect with people. And we talk about a lot of stuff. But I think like if it's like a day-to-day interaction with people, sometimes I don't know what to talk about. Like I feel like Capricorn Mercuries have hard times kind of finding like random topics to talk about. We kind of get stuck. And we just be like, yeah, so like awkward silence. Same for the I can know real bad. I do detective work when I just try me. Girl, you have me cracking up. I literally, my ex hated that. Yeah. Yeah, I love me a Mercury Gemini. I do. Well, I like Gemini placements though. I don't know. I like Gemini placements. I feel like y'all crazy as hell, but y'all keep me on my toes. It may be the Sag rising in me, and then me having that Gemini 7th house. It makes sense why I love Gemini energy, because that 7th house is activated with Geminis. I don't care. I will fire your address and everything. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, did y'all hear about that girl? Okay, so she was on, I'm a big TikToker. I love TikTok. But anyway, the girl was on TikTok, and she was posting something about something political on her TikTok. And some type of racist man, a racist white man, commented under her stuff and was talking hella crazy about black people, minorities, da 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 da. Do y'all know this lady? She found where this man lived, but not only did she find where he lived, she found his grinder account. Did y'all see that? I'm like, what is this girl's placement? Okay. She drove 3 hours to find him. And when she found him, she was like, she recorded herself saying, hey, so do you remember a post from this date? Da 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 da. And he's like, yeah. She was like, do you remember the comment you made under that post? He kind of was like quiet. She was like, I'll just show you. She showed him it. And she was like, so either you can read this paper and apologize for what you said, or I can show your wife your grinder account. And he apologized. And she was just kind of like, there's more people, that I have that I'm going to find. I'm like, what? But seriously, it's so easy to find people. It's so easy to find people and like to do crazy shit. That's why I'm like, people are so bold right now, because that was a prime example of how far people can go with that type of stuff. Like, you love Geminis? Geminis I love them. They're crazy. But don't judge me. But when I meet a new love interest, I go through the socials they gave me and the finding their other socials and their other socials. What? I'd be like, Joe? I'd be like, Joe from you. I need all that for. I gotta know who I'm dealing with. Yeah, that is true. Only thing I like to do is like run their name in those databases to make sure they're not like a child predator or something like that, y'all. Cause look, that's gonna tell you a lot. um, but yeah, y'all, so crazy, so crazy. Um, but I feel it though. You gotta know. And like run his stuff to that, make sure he don't got no grinder and stuff. Cause like I'm telling y'all, woo, the stories is crazy out here with these women. And they finding out all of this stuff about these men. She said Gemini. Yes, I love Gemini. My grandmother was a Gemini. Rest her soul. Her birthday was June 27th. My grandma. No, 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 no. Grandma's birthday was like June 24th. I know she was in that last week of Gemini season. So, and yeah, like when they talk about Geminis having multiple personalities, because we never knew what we were gonna get. Because like her name was Regina, but then she had Jean. Jean was her alter ego, I guess. So you never knew what you were gonna get with Grandma. You know, she was fun though. She was fun, but she was crazy as hell. My ex homegirl do something like that. But what she did was, I was on the phone with her, and it was my birthday, and I was drunk as fuck and high as fuck, and I was shaking my ass, and she recorded it, sent it to everybody I know in my family, and my mom hates her to this day. Why would she do that? That was definitely not your friend. What the hell? Why was she doing that? I would have been so mad. Like, girl, you are not my friend. You really just tried to like blackmail me? That's crazy work. Wow. No, that was not your friend, girl. Do you feel like as a Taurus, do you feel like you attract jealous people, like people that's jealous of you? I only ask because you guys' opposite is Scorpio, and I feel like Scorpios attract jealousy so much, um, or they can be jealous, but since that's your opposite sign, I think like maybe y'all struggle with that too. It's like people being jealous. She was fake as fuck, and she was mad when we got into a big argument over a guy that I didn't care for. Yeah, she sounded like she had been plotting on you, girl. So she's like, see me, my nice side comes when you're good to me. But when you cross my boundaries, I switch up and the twin come out, right? Evil twin, evil twin. That Sagittarius come out, Shavish. That's your twin is Sagittarius. Um, no, yeah, for real. Like Gemini's is something else. Ooh, goodness, I love y'all though. Y'all so refreshing. Y'all so like y'all kind of like because I have a like my friend Shakira. She comes in here from time to time. Y'all see her. Her name is Sushi, but that's my friend and stuff. And that girl crazy. She a Gemini. I love her. Like we could talk on the phone for hours. She's crazy. Hell yes, but best way to protect myself physically, mentally, and spiritually, financially, because so many people will hate on me that don't even talk to me anymore. I will send bad energy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Tauruses can attract jealous people. Um, my Twitch, Shavish, what girl? Are you telling me like that you literally like you go into a transformer mode? I'm thinking about my heartless as hell, fake my nice personality. Oh my god. My ex that cheated on me sends me bad energy. Me and HB, we don't talk to him anymore because he talks shit about us and he keeps texting him all the time. My homeboy blocks him. My ex is crazy. Oh, girl. Okay, so you say your Venus is in Aries. What can make an obsessed lover? What house is that? What house is like the obsessed lover? I need to look that up. I need to see. Hold on. I'm super curious. Let me see. I'm gonna be like, what house represents obsessed lovers? I'm serious. Ooh, hold on. What planet? But you know what? I wonder if it's because you have that Aries Venus. That's that Mars placement. I'm gonna see. Oh, well, it says Venus in the 12th house. Do you know what house Venus is in for you? So, Venus in the 12th house can be people that are likely to be stalked or attract obsessive lovers. Mm, yeah, Venus in the 12th house. Yeah, damn. I don't even know what's in my 12th house. It's in Aries, but what house is it in though? Because there's different houses. Shavish, what's your Venus in? Is it in? Do you got a Venus in Virgo, Shavish? I don't know. I feel like we talked about this before. In Cancer? Oh yeah, Venus in Cancer. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I told you that you were supposed to. Um, hold on. Venus in Cancer. So it says a deep, nurturing, and emotionally driven approach to love, values, and beauty. hmm It's a person who desires to merge love and home life, making relationships feel like a sanctuary. It emphasizes the need for emotional attunement, where giving and receiving love feels deeply personal and intuitive. So you want that love, that deep love. You think it's in fourth? And then my Mars is in Aries. Oh, your Mars is in Aries. Oh, girl, you probably got them hands. Girl, you probably got them hands on you. Mars loves to be in Aries. Chef is awesome. LOL. She was like, I need that deep love. Fairy Goddess is like, yeah, she's like, look, I'm spiritual, but I'm also gangster. Don't trust me. Don't test me. Yeah, my Mars in a Capricorn. Mm-hmm. Mars and Cap. Let me see Mars and Aries. I want to see. Let me see. It says Mars and Aries signify raw, potent energy, making individuals natural goodness, natural initiators, leaders, and warriors. Ooh, with intense drive, courage, and a direct, passionate approach to life, love, and conflict. Yeah, see, mm-hmm. Yeah, you got them hands. My man loves physical touch, and I love that deep love. Yes, that's that Mars placement. You need that passion. You need passionate love. Um, I'm scared of you, girl. No, I was playing. I'm being silly. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, I like my Venus is in Sagittarius. I like love that's fun. I don't like it too serious. Because I'm a Capricorn, so everything else in my life be so serious. But when it comes to my love life need to be fun. I was just telling my man, and I was like, look, we need to get out. We need to do stuff. More stuff. He a Taurus though, and it's like sometimes he be so comfortable, like he just like his routine. But I be like, look, we need to get out. We need to go travel. That's that Venus Sagittarius. That's why. I'm the same way I am when I get in an argument with my sister, and she was like, "Ain't you supposed to be spiritual?" I'm like, "What? That's me, right? Exactly. Just because I'm spiritual don't mean I'm all love and light, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, I'm telling you, it's got to be a balance. I promise." Oh my goodness. But yeah, y'all. I'm probably gonna be on here for like 10 more minutes, and then I gotta get off, y'all. I'm so sleepy. I'm so tired. Y'all gotta work. Well, Shavish, you already at work. Fairy Goddess, you gotta work in the morning, girl. They think you're supposed to be all nice. I'm not letting no one step on my toes. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. I don't blame you, Shavish. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. Anybody else got questions for me? Oh, I'm so sleepy, y'all. I'm gonna pay for this in the morning. I already know it. It was a risk that I had to take, though. I just had to take it. Yes, I do. Aw. What do you do for work, girl? Yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I have three under four. I have three babies under four, and then I have two older kids, which they're out of town with their dad. So it's just me and the three. But it'd be a lot of work, y'all. It'd be a lot of work. I'd be like, oh my God, these are all my kids. Like, are you serious? I'd be having moments. I'm like, I had all these kids. Like, what? What are Jordan's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards me by the first week of January? I'm surprised he even thought about communicating. You do a whole bunch of stuff. Things must not be going well with old girl. I guess the distraction fading or something. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So what are Jordan's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shavish by the first week of January? Let's look at his thoughts. His thoughts. Let's see. Okay. Feelings. Let's see. Feelings. All right. And intentions. These cards be like super slippery. All right. So thoughts is Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. All right, so his thoughts about you is like maybe she wasn't so bad after all. um, the Queen of Pentacles can be someone who is well respected. Also, someone is like, they may not be the most like outgoing person at first. Okay, this would be someone who's very serious, or they demand that their partner be someone who takes love seriously. Okay, so you have no time for like reckless, selfish love. Okay, but now that he's looking at the situation, he's like, she actually wants so bad after all. Okay, um, let's look at his feelings. Yeah, because it's like he went after someone that he thought he wanted, right? The Empress reverse, this girl probably don't got a lot of self-respect for herself, or she don't have boundaries, okay? Kind of a pushover. And although she may have, he thought at first, been his type, I see him like getting tired of that. He gets tired of those type of females. Like he's outgrown that. He's outgrown it, right? So it's kind of like he wants actually something real. He really do. It's almost giving like buyer's remorse. Like when you buy something and then you're like, yeah, nah, I don't think I want this. I want to return it. That's kind of the energy that he's giving. Is like I want to return it. Okay, so whether him and this girl are actually like in a relationship or he's just like getting to know her real well, he's kind of like just noticing some things that's kind of like giving him the ick about her. Okay. And then let's look at his intentions. He could be. His intentions is we got the Eight of Swords reversed. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. His intentions is to kind of like uproot the basis of the connection that he had with you and possibly like plant new seeds, because you have the Eight of Swords reversed and you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so all those like pre notions that he had about relationships, I just see him like being like, maybe I'm kind of like sabotaging, because I have these outdated views, I have these outdated values of what relationship should be or whatever. Okay, so yeah, I see his intentions is like reaching out and wanting to come back into your space. Um, because like I said, whatever he went for, it didn't serve him to begin with. But again, when you have someone who's like they ain't really trying to challenge themselves to evolve or grow, they go to what's comfortable, and what's comfortable ain't always good for you. So I feel like now that he's kind of had a taste of that, he's realizing maybe he does want something real. Maybe he does want a woman with strong boundaries, and that, like I said, you weren't so bad after all, you know? So that's what I'm getting for him. You do a lot of stuff. I do lashes, nails, I do music, but right now you work at Target, but you're trying to get a new job at the front desk receptionist at a salon. Okay, period. You do nails and all of that. Okay, you're a jack of all trades. I love it, because you know what? That means your money gonna always flow, girl. You multi-talented like that, your money is gonna always flow. Um, but yeah, Chevish, that's what I'm picking up for Jordan. My yes or no, what is Jordan stalking? Was it Jordan stalking me from the account named Ace, or was it Drew? All right, let's see. All right, so was it Jordan stalking Chevish from the account named Ace? Was it Jordan stalking Chevish from the account named Ace? Or was it Drew? Let's see what happens if I ask about Drew. Drew popped up on your TikTok views. What the heck? Or was it Drew? Okay, let's see what the cards have to say about this. Right, you're like, what in the world? Okay, so was the account under the name Ace, was it Jordan? Let's see. Or was it Drew? I feel like it could have been Jordan. Only because you have the Temperance reverse, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Now again, this is talking about someone that is wanting to come in, but they know that they can't come in the traditional way. They have to come in a very like sneaky type of way. Okay. They can't outwardly show their hand on what they're trying to do. So that's why he was hiding with the devil reverse. Now, this Drew guy or whatever, he's also watching you, but he's more obvious with it. Yeah, he's more obvious with it, the Drew guy. So it's like it ain't no need to like even try to ask because your intuition already knows that he's watching you. He's obvious. He's obvious with it. But yeah, that the guy Jordan, yeah, it was him. It was him. And like I said, it's because he can't come in the traditional way. He can't show his face. He can't show that he was active in your views, right? So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. She said it makes sense because he's the only person I know who used an account named Ace. She said Jordan is slow though because why would you use Ace as the name on the account when you know? Right. I think that he wanted you to. I think he wanted you to put two and two together. He wanted you to be like, wait, is this such and such? Like, right? So to be obvious but not obvious. Like, yeah, that's what I feel. Thank you so much, Fairy Goddess. Um, what the hell? Why would you do that though? You're right. That's super slow. I don't know, man. The dude is he a little off, but yeah, that's exactly what I see. Oh wow. All right, y'all. Does anybody else have questions before I log off tonight? I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing a daytime live. I don't know what time exactly, but I'm thinking around the hours of 12 or 2 tomorrow. I sent for 2, might send for a third. Okay, my bad. I didn't even see it, girl. Next question is what did or does Jordan think and feel when he watched your Instagram? I'm sure he went through or goes through your repost. Okay, let's see. So what did Jordan think and feel when he watched Shavish's Instagram? What did he think and feel? Let's look at his thoughts. What did he think? Okay. And then what did he feel? What did he feel? Oh my gosh, let's see. His thoughts was the Page of Pentacles, okay. And then he has the Ten of Cups reversed. All right. So when he did like peep and he saw like your Instagram, the Page of Pentacles is like he was able to gather a little bit of information, but he wasn't able to get the full scoop. Okay. But I feel like with the Ten of Cups reverse here, this is somebody that's like he sees you as a lost opportunity. Yeah, like he could have had it. He could have been with you, but he has a lost opportunity. And like I said, the Page of Pentacles is like he was able to get a little bit of, information like, oh, well, maybe she's still single, or maybe, maybe she's not dealing with anyone, or whatever, or maybe, like I said, he was looking at your repost, kind of, maybe kind of saw like where you were at in your, um, like your mental process, because like I know with me, I repost stuff based on my mental state. So maybe you could have been reposting stuff about talking shit about guys or whatever, who knows. But anyway, he definitely sees you as a missed opportunity with the Ten of Cups reversed. All right, so let's look at his feelings. We got the Moon reversed. He's feeling like stupid, like he feels like he went against his own intuition. I feel like his intuition told him that you were a good fit or that he should have treated you better. Okay. His higher self probably was telling him to treat you better. Okay. Because he could have really had the Ten of Pentacles with you. He really could have. But Six of Pentacles reverse is someone who has basically it's unrequited love, or it could be like someone who wasn't fair. They weren't fair. And we have here the star reversed. So yeah, I just see him being like, he fumbled you, girl. Like, he could have did right by you, but he chose not to. He didn't listen to his higher self. And so now again, he sees this as a missed opportunity, and he feels like you wouldn't even be interested anyway, because he did you so bogus. So it's like, why would she even want me back? So yeah, I just see him kind of like womp womp womp. Um, that's what I'm getting. My yes or no, does he think or know by watching my socials that I'm talking to someone new? Okay, so does he think or know by watching Chevish socials that she's talking to someone new? Let's see. Not necessarily. It's not enough information. He sees the reposts and stuff, but he's not putting it together. He's not putting two and two together, right? So he doesn't necessarily see it as you having a relationship with someone, um, which is why the Ten of Pentacles came out upside down. But we do have the moon, but he definitely knows, obviously, like, he knew what you wanted. He knew what you wanted when y'all were dealing with each other. So obviously, why wouldn't you try to connect with someone who wants what you want? So he knows it was only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before you do get that Ten of Pentacles, that long-term commitment. So yeah, that's just kind of what I'm saying. But he's not correlating it right now to you being in a new relationship or anything like that, or talking to someone new. Okay, so that's what I got for you, yes or no. Alrighty. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I just had a screen pop up on my stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Chevish, as far as him, his thought process. Yeah, he's not putting two and two together though. Last question. What will Viano's thoughts and feelings be towards me throughout January? Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. All right, let's look at Viano's thoughts first. His thoughts for Chevish throughout January. Oh, okay. Thoughts. Okay, feelings and intentions. So his thoughts is the Tower with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. All right. So I think that in January things are going to take a turn. They're going to take a turn that he wasn't expecting. Okay. Knight of Pentacles upright is someone who tries to be like, no, I'm going to pace the connection, or no, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Okay. However, I feel like with the Tower coming in, there's a shakeup in January. But towers are not negative cards per se. It just depends on the situation. Okay. Now, the reason why there's a shakeup in January is because he starts to realize something. With the Page of Cups here to the Six of Wands, he's like, wait a minute. I'm giving this girl a lot of my attention and a lot of my time. Okay? And he may have been the type of person that he likes to reserve energy. He doesn't like to give too much. Maybe it's because he's an Aquarius. I don't know. But he's very calculated on how he gives himself to a relationship. Okay? Especially if it's not official. However, in January, he's going to realize y'all talk a lot on the phone. Y'all spend a lot of time, whatever, like communicating. So it's like he starts to have an epiphany about y'all. Okay? Because it's unlike him. It's unlike him. And we have the Fool, right? He been having such a good time. He didn't even notice how deep he was going. Again. So I see him having an epiphany that he is getting deeper than what he thought with you. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because, who's keeping track when you're having fun with somebody? But he starts to realize that his feelings are evolving and it's getting deeper than what he thought it was going to do. Okay? Now let's look at his intentions. His intentions is the Six of Pentacles. I mean, his intentions is, of course, to be fair, okay? He's not in your life to try to, throw you a bone here and there or make you believe lies, okay? He's fair. So as long as you're showing him that you're interested, he's going to show you that he's interested, okay? So I see the momentum continuing with you two in January, and the Temperance is here, and there's balance with you two. I feel like he's not someone who's trying to change your core. He's not someone who's trying to challenge you as a woman. He stays in his lane as a young man. And, if you do disagree on anything, he's not going to try to overpower your opinion. Okay. So I think communication wise, even you guys are very similar in your approach. So like I say, January seems good, honestly. It seems good. So that's why I said when you see that tower, that's not a bad thing. But a tower is like there's a shakeup, you know? You thought you were bigger than a program. That's what I heard. He thought he was bigger than a program. Like he was going to be able to contain this. But because it's something much deeper and stronger, it's going to naturally do its own thing. So I just see him naturally just starting to have more evolved feelings for you in January. But you guys got the Wheel of Fortune. And I like that because the Wheel of Fortune can signify something was fated for y'all. It was fated for y'all to meet. And the Wheel of Fortune is the universe. So you guys are going to be starting a cycle with each other. This is the beginning of a cycle that y'all are starting with each other. So y'all were meant to meet. Y'all were meant to meet seriously. Moments in for more. What about throughout February? Okay. But January looks very good for you guys. I don't see a lot of bad energies. I don't see negative energies. I won't say bad because energy is energy, but I don't see it being negative energy in January. I see it actually being pretty positive. I mean, he told me he enjoys talking to me. He hasn't enjoyed a conversation with anyone in a long time. Yeah, he likes stimulating conversations. So I do feel like that he is someone that, of course, you were supposed to meet on this path. And, like I said, even with that guy trying to come back in, that's more so. Here's the thing. When you are in alignment with like your path, you're going to always have people that try to come in and stop you. They're going to try to come in and confuse your heart, your mind, anything like that. So that's probably why you had got a warning that he was coming. I saw him coming, and I know the other reader saw somebody coming too. But I told you, like, girl, you don't got to get this guy another chance, But sometimes that's how it be when you're elevating. Things from the past will try to come back and keep you stuck. So, yeah. All right, so let's look at February for y'all too. You want me to do the same thing, like thoughts, feelings, and intentions for February? I mean, you and the other person told me this before, I believe. When I met someone, there would be people from the past coming back like pets. She said coming back like pets. Oh my gosh, girl. Yeah. Okay. So what are going to be Viano's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shevich in February? So let's look at his thoughts. Does anybody else have a question before I come off live, by the way? Feelings, February. And then his intentions for February. Let's see. Girl, these cards are so slippery. They're a brand new deck, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. February intentions. February. Intentions for February. All right, so let's look at it. So thoughts for February when it comes to you. We have the Ace of Cups, girl. The Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Look, I think for the month of February, you guys are going to really possibly try to make this work. The Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration, but it's got to make sense, right? You actively have to have two people that want the same thing for something to work. You both are coming in with this Ace of Cups energy. Like, y'all feel like, why not? You know? And I think y'all both are activating each other's heart. Um, so February is looking real romantic. Okay. Let's look at the feelings. Because I said the thoughts. The thought is Ace of Cups. Thoughts is Ace of Cups. Love on the brain. Okay. Now, feelings is Page of Pentacles. All right. Now, this is somebody who does not waste their feelings. It has to make sense. It has to make sense, okay? So with this person having that Page of Pentacles, so the Four of Wands, I think that he feels that it's worth the investment. That y'all connection is worth the investment because he sees, even just from y'all knowing each other for a few months, he's seeing like how genuine it is and how solid it feels. So you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Four of Wands, you have the Three of Wands, and the Emperor. But the Three of Wands is behind the Emperor. And that lets me know that he's content where he's at. He's no longer looking outwardly for a person. He's no longer outwardly looking for a relationship with someone. He feels like he's where he's supposed to be, or he knows the person that he's supposed to be with. That's why I like that Three of Wands behind the Emperor, because this is someone that takes control, not necessarily control, but they take, um, you know, they take the oar and they steer the boat. Okay. Um, so the fact that he's the Emperor with the Three of Wands reverse, it lets me know that he's going to step up and be like, look, I want to be with you. I want to be your man. Okay. Yeah, he told me that. He told me that he doesn't want to hop into anything again, and that's not worth it, because he did. And that's why he wanted to get to know each other a bit and meet first. Makes sense. But you remember, and I told you, you both were going to be very practical in that. And that when you saw him, you were going to be like, okay, this is too good to be true. All right. But however, February is a very romantic month for you too. Something new begins. Four of Wands, again, that is a card of two soulmates coming together and saying, yes, we're going to take this opportunity. Now, his intentions is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is clarified by the Knight of Cups. So his intentions is basically to trust the process. There's something in him that's telling him to trust the process. So the High Priestess is here with the Knight of Cups. And his intentions is to be a complete gentleman. He wants to show you the softer side of him. Of course, he wanted to feel safe and be sure that you were someone he could trust. However, he's very romantic, but he is, I would say this, he's trying to evolve into a King of Cups, okay? But he's young. So this is a time where he's exploring his heart, and he's trying to see like what that would feel like for him to fully invest in someone like this, okay? But February looks good, girl. And I ain't even just saying that just because it sounds good. It looks good. I mean, you got the Ace of Cups, you have the Four of Wands, you got him showing up as the Emperor, you have a Knight of Cups here. It's all looking like a good start. Yeah. He's still learning, honestly. That's all I was saying. Yeah, he's young in love. He was honest and told me when we met back in 2021, it was best that I unmatched him because he was not his best self. Yeah. And that's great. At least he was able to be transparent about that instead of wasting your time. But he's actively growing and in therapy. And yeah, I see it. I see him actively growing. But like I said, I feel like February is going to be a month where you guys decide to go into a relationship, because The Four of Wands is also the relationship card. So it's like a rejoicing union. It's like, it can even be seen as like an engagement card or like a marriage card. But ultimately, it's two people coming together and deciding that they want to take this journey together. So, yeah, girl, it looks like you found your Prince Charming. Yeah, I love that for you. So, yeah, that's what I got, Shavish, okay? I'm going to just say I hope so. Well, yeah, I mean, of course, obviously, you want the best, right? But even when I read him, like, before, his energy felt very light. He's a lover boy, girl. He's a lover boy. He just don't want to make himself so accessible. You know what I'm saying? So he only really shows that side of him when he wants that woman to see that side of him. Okay? So the fact that he's even letting you see some of it is like, it's because he knows, what type of woman you are. So no, I get it. But remember, I told you that you were going to be naturally skeptical because that's how you are, and that's okay. But I think he's going to do well when it comes to you. I don't feel like he's wasting your time. I really don't. Okay. Well, this is the time to do it. I don't have no little ear. Well, my baby, she's sleeping on the couch right here, but she's a baby. She don't know what we talking about. She don't know what we talking about. But yeah, you guys, I do offer sex readings. That will be another, at this point, Shavish, I'm just going to create a price list because why not? I have so many different readings that I can do now. And, that is one of the next categories that I plan to do. Okay. But yes, if you have another question, let me know. Anybody else have questions before I come off? I think our homegirl, fairy goddess, she went to sleep. Tauruses, they love they sleep. They like, I need to sleep. No, I don't blame her. It's 2 a.m. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? So, yeah, Chef, just let me know, okay? Anybody else have a question? Anybody else got a question for me? And good morning to everyone. Good morning to the people where it's morning. And good evening to the people where it's evening. Because, yeah. I know I got a mixture of time zones on my chat. Hi, good morning. What do you want me to refer to you as? Because I see Lost at Sea. Is that what you want me to call you? What got you up so late? Got busy, but I'm a sin, okay? Can you tell me if my Saggy will come back to me and I'm Aquarius? Yes, I can look for you. Yeah. Thank you for the like as well. So you're going to be after Shavish, okay? And I will go ahead and look at your question. How long has it been since you and the Sag have talked? You love the ocean? Nice. The ocean is beautiful, so I could see why you would love the ocean. You want to know What could me and B's potential first encounter be like? Okay. And it's been 2 weeks. Oh, wow. Okay. Got it. All right. So this is going to be for Shavish. And then I got you. Okay. Lost at sea. All right. So what could Shavish and B's first potential encounter be like? Let's see. Let's get in the cards and see what they got to show me. What could their first potential encounter be like? All right. Ooh. I like that he came out as a King of Cups. That I do like. Okay. Now, we have the Three of Swords reversed here. And I honestly think for both of you, you guys go in with the intent that you want this experience to be fulfilling. But you also want it to be sincere. You want it to be real, okay? So this is a different approach for him because it's not to say that he hasn't had his fun since he's been single. But see, in those situations, he could be reckless. He didn't have to think about them and, his interaction. He was able to be selfish because at that point, that's what he was trying to do. However, with you, he is consciously wanting to make sure that this is an experience that you enjoy, but also that this is something that feels real. That song I'm hearing in my head is that Chris Brown song, Feel Something. You both are trying to want to feel something, not just physical gratification, but like on a spiritual level. You guys both want to feel something, like that this is the right person. Okay? So it goes into like something really intense as far as passion. Because like I said, you both may feel love starved, right? So what does that look like when it's sex? Obviously, there's a lot more eye contact. There's a lot more touching, and there's a lot more like foreplay, taking your time, getting to know the person's body, not with the intent of I just want to see your reaction, but more so with the intent of trust me, or I want you to trust me. Okay. So a lot more taking your time. And he's coming out as a King of Cups. Now, when it comes to sex with a King of Cups, this is a person who wants the woman to enjoy herself. He is a selfless lover. This is somebody that doesn't mind allowing you to get yours first. This is also someone who may be very good at oral sex, or this is someone who's really good at using their hands. Okay. So he definitely would not shy away from oral sex with you. And again, he has knowledge when it comes to what a woman likes. So I see him being very, very passionate with you. And you will be able to tell the type of guy you're dealing with because, like I said, men who are intentionally wanting a genuine sexual interaction will be more present and they will care more about your experience. So he may ask you, like, do you like this? Do you like that? Does this make you feel good? Or he'll just pay attention to the way you move. So, very much so an intentional lover. And with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, now the Ten of Wands reversed, it can signify finally feeling like you don't have to there could be a little bit of a stigma against sexual experiences for you because you may have felt like in the past when you did embrace or embark on that with someone, it never played out for you correctly. Like it seemed like the connection just was south after that, right? But I feel like with him, you're gonna feel like you don't even have to worry about that, you know? Because that Ten of Swords, like I said, is what you dealt with in the past, and that is like, you give it up, and then the guy just starts getting like in this shitty behavior. and he starts acting worse. But with him, I see you being able to feel secure with knowing that he's not like that. And he may even tell you that he's not like that. Okay. So I don't see a lot of you in this reading, and it's not a bad thing. That means that you're more so able to enjoy the experience because he's allowing you to be mentally present. Like he's not expecting for you to perform for him. Okay. So that's why I don't see you putting a lot of work in. Now, if you want to, of course, let him know that. But I just see him allowing you to enjoy it. Yeah. And like I said, trying to figure out what you're comfortable with. It's just never was connecting. Like even with like aftercare, Jordan would just get on his phone. Yeah, see? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And it's like, that doesn't feel good to a woman, and that honestly feels like you are disregarded or disposed of, right? When men do that. That's why I said he's intentional. He's intentional. He's the type that he would probably want to cuddle afterwards, wrap his arms around you, things like that. It was like sex was just a quick thing, not much emotion. Yeah, and that's what I said. In your past situations, like you felt like a 10 of swords, like, it didn't feel real. It didn't even feel like you guys connected much, but he's different. He's different. Sometimes I do the same to him. Like he thought I actually wanted him, but no, I was just wanting right. So yeah, detachment after sex is not a good thing because whether people want to accept it or not, sex is spiritual and you're giving somebody a part of you, right? Every time you interact with sex with someone, you're giving them access to you. So when people have sex and then they just detach like that, it doesn't feel good. It feels like, you just basically gave it up gave your part of yourself up for free. And I do feel like a lot of that comes from, I'm not going to just say men, but it comes from the porn culture. You can just get your fix and log off or close your phone, close the app browser. So unfortunately, people treat sex, the real thing, like it's a porno, And I don't know, was he the one you said was having issues with like obsessively watching porn? Is that the one you were telling me about? A chore? Yeah. Was he the one you were telling me about that was like actively, like he had a porn addiction? Yeah. So they say that porn is not good long term watching porn. I'm not saying that people can't watch porn. You can do whatever you want. However, it's the brain. And if you give the brain that reward system of like instant gratification, like porn does, then you lose the capability to have endearing or meaningful sex because your brain is like, okay, I got my reward. What's next? Okay. So I think it is the porn culture that has ruined sex for a lot of couples. And like I said, it's okay to watch porn if you want to watch it with your person. Do your thing. But if it's to the point where one person is watching it all day, every day, it's not good because then it kind of messes up sex. It messes up the natural chemistry that two humans should have when you're having sex. Yeah. Yeah, he had some type of porn addiction. And honestly, some people obsessively watch porn because they they're lacking somewhere else in their life. So if he was struggling with like stability or if he was struggling with like self-worth, you can become obsessive in certain areas of your life. So maybe for him, that's what that was too. He was struggling with something internally. And so it came out as, like I said, addiction to porn. So it's always deeper than what people think, you know. I know they're like, oh, that person's just freaked out. Not all the time. Now you do got some nymphos, some people that gotta have it all the time, but sometimes obsessive porn watching and stuff is deeper than that, especially for a man. So you have to look at it like, okay, well, where is he unstable at? Is he unstable financially? Yeah. So that's just what I got for that. But anyway, hi everyone. I see 4 people in here. Who else has a question? Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anyone? Lost at Sea. You did ask me a question, didn't you? Oh, excuse me. Lost at Sea asked if the Sag will come back. Okay, Aquarius, okay. So Lost at Sea wants to know, will the Aquarius come back, or excuse me, will the Sagittarius come back to Lost at Sea? Lost at Sea is an Aquarius. Will the Sagittarius come back to Lost at Sea? You're welcome. You're welcome, Shavish. Will the Sagittarius come back to Lost at Sea? All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so, well, here's the thing. Yes, the Sagittarius will return, but the Sagittarius does not believe in the rules when it comes to relationships. And this could kind of be someone who just kind of freestyles love. So when they come back, even though you have these very deep emotions for the Sagittarius, you may find that they're still very unbalanced with you and don't necessarily put forth the foundation for you guys to be something more, which may have been what you struggled with them in the past. Is maybe they were flighty in behavior, or you never felt like that they were ready for what you were ready for. I still see you two not being able to get on the same page because you got the Two of Pentacles reversed, which can talk about, like I said, 2 people that are not balanced. Yeah. So that's the only thing about Sag. Sag's going to come in when Sag wants to come in, but it makes it harder because it's like, why are you back? If you're not coming back to give me what I need, why are you back? And Sagittarius is like, why so serious? I'm a Sag. I do what I want, So that's kind of what I'm getting, Yeah. But I do see you care a lot about this person because you came out as the Queen of Cups. It all makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody else have a question? Anybody else? Let's see. You're welcome. Anybody else got a question for me before I come off live? Happy Capricorn season if there's any Capricorn placements in here. It is officially Capricorn season. Everybody's going to be taking love a lot more serious now. Capricorns are serious lovers. All right. Well, it looks like that is the end of the live for me tonight, or this morning, should I say. But I will be back later on in the day, maybe around 12 or 2. Okay. LOL, also because of the holidays. Yeah, exactly. But all right, you guys, y'all have a safe night. Take care. Get some rest. Shavish, have a good rest of your day at work. And I will see y'all later. Until the next time, y'all take care. Bye.